Big Boys
Big
Neighborhood,
Boy.
we are after
What up,
the
y'all?
show. Alrighty, 5/10/18, May 10th, 2018. After the show, Ide, we'll start with you, my love.
Man, I feel really bad being Chris Brown. And before I say this, because these are a woman came out and she's accusing Chris Brown for sexual assault, but not because he sexually assaulted her, but because a friend of Chris Brown sexually assaulted her. So they're not releasing the name of the woman yet. They're just calling her Jane Doe, which is weird because that's what you name somebody that's dead.
Right. Well,
But-
Jane Doe's name unknown.
Oh.
Or
Oh.
not released or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Well, she is claiming that they were at a club in LA, and after the club, she was invited to the studio. She went to the studio, and in the studio, they asked for all the phones of the females that were there, and she gave in her phone. And when she was trying to leave, I guess they said, well, no, if you want your phone, you have to come to Chris Brown's house, like come to the house for an after party or whatever. And she still didn't have her phone, so she went to the house. And in the house, she's claiming that she was put into a room with 4 beds in it. She was locked in there, and that they were playing like porn and loud music, and that a couch was put on the outside of the door to like barricade them in, and that then she was forced to perform oral like pleasure on Chris Brown's friend. And the story seems horrible,
Damn.
first of all. Like, you know, I wouldn't want that to happen to absolutely anyone.
Right. Now, the friend, was
Against
it
her will?
male and female? Because I know that at one point she was said, I heard that they said that she had to, that they made her
Go down on a girl
girl.
who is that time of the month.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't see that
Can
part.
somebody
That's-
pull that
that's-
up? Because I know Monica was speaking about that too. But
that's crazy.
this morning when I was watching it, they had said that it was also like female to female kind of thing too.
I don't know. The story sounds absolutely terrible.
insane.
And I'm not saying this just to be like, oh, I've been at Chris Brown's house, but I got invited to Chris Brown's house, like after a club one day too. And I thought it was going to be crazy. I was even almost hesitant to go because I didn't want to put myself in that type of situation. And they do take away your phones. Like they took away your phone. But when I wanted to leave, like my phone was given back to me immediately. And to be honest, like it wasn't anything crazy at all. I've been to crazier parties that didn't have anything to do with celebrities. And Chris Brown was just chilling. I'm not saying that this is the case for her, but I'm
Right.
just like, it just seems really extreme, you know. And she also said that they were doing drugs, that Chris Brown offered like this white pill that kind of said like, oh, it's gonna make you feel better or something like this, or to enjoy yourself better. And it just trips me out, you know.
And I don't know at the moment. And I'm telling you guys, we are literally just getting off the air.
Yeah.
So we're kind of looking at certain things right now. But I don't know if it was like a criminal charge as opposed to a lawsuit, because now Chris Brown is also named in the lawsuit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if investigators already did their job and they're saying something was there or it wasn't, but I know that there's a lawsuit, and I know his attorney by the name of Mark Garagos was saying that they wanted to, they wanted $17 million.
Good God.
Man, that is so much. It just seems like Chris
But-
Brown
and you
never
know what?
gets a break.
And you know what it is too, Ide? All this is very fragile too.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
extremely.
Because you never want to blame the victim.
No.
You never
Never,
want to
never.
say, what were you like? No, if we go to a studio to listen to music, yeah, let's go to the studio to listen to
man.
music.
Right.
If we're going to your house, even if it's just to kick it, okay, we're going to your house to kick it. There's always got to be a line that's drawn in the sand by someone, by that person. And if they went past that, then
And I completely agree with you. You know, I think that goes both ways, though. Like, as far as Chris Brown goes, I think that he has to be way more careful about what he's doing, who he's allowing around him in his house, in his studio,
Yeah.
regardless. Because
and that's what he thought he was doing as well, Ide, with the, like
they're taking the phones away.
yeah, and then you got to like sign a release
Yeah,
or confidence. Yeah, like that happens.
I personally, like, if I already feel like I'm already a target, like, I wouldn't put myself in that type of situation. And being that I did say I've been to his house, like, I knew that how I'm going to behave myself. And I personally feel that I was responsible enough to go into that. And even knowing, because I had already heard rumors, like, what happens at these celebrity homes, or things can get crazy or whatever it is. Like, nobody forced me to drink, to smoke, to do drugs or anything like that. In fact, I didn't. I didn't.
And you said it best. What your experience could probably been totally different from hers.
Could
be totally different.
I just think that everybody just really needs to be careful on both ends. Just like a woman needs to be careful on the other side, Chris Brown needs to be careful what you're doing, what you're allowing, and you got, especially him, man. I feel like all the time, like something, like it's like every other month, Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Like he just, I don't know. You got to be smarter.
Is there a question to say, like, you got a room with 4 beds, bro? Like, I know that's his own house, but that sounds crazy. Like getting locked in, like, man, like whoever he has in his house, if it's boys or his squad, whatever, like, man, he needs to really like go through them and check everybody. Man.
Time will tell. Time will tell. All righty, what we got next?
50 Cent, is he leaving Instagram? He's all mad at 50 Cent at Instagram.
What did he do?
He kind of like, he needs to understand the rules of Instagram. That's what it is. So there is a girl from Love and Hip Hop, and to be honest with you, I don't know how to pronounce her name. My bad. I think it's Tiara or Tara or I don't know, something.
Is it Tiara Marie or something like that?
Yes, Tiara. Is that how you say her name?
I don't know.
Okay. I think that is her name. Well, she had a sex tape leak online, and it was going everywhere. And 50 being 50, he took a screenshot of it and posted it up on his Instagram. It got flagged. It got taken down.
And I'm talking about, dude, it should have got flagged.
Yeah.
Because it's a picture of her. And she was saying whoever the guy was with, that was somebody that she was in a relationship with. They hacked or whatever they did, and they put some pictures out. You know what I'm saying? But the actual picture is her, and you can see she's looking right into the camera, and the picture's kind of taken over her, like above her.
Yeah.
And she has like somebody finished off on her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She has ejaculation on her face.
Yeah.
And so 50 posted that picture.
Oh damn, bro.
Yeah, so
That's a
it's
lot.
crazy because they kicked my man Louis the 13th off because of like the way, his smoke or his product. And it wasn't like he was like, hey, come down, get this weed, whatever. But they gave 50 a warning. I thought that picture looked crazy, man.
The things that didn't something happen to you recently where you were doing live?
Dude, I was on live with my daughter and we were baking emoji cookies. We had just started to make emoji cookies and something popped up where they cut off my Instagram live and they were saying something about copyright this, that, and the other. And I'm like, dude, we weren't listening to music yet.
Crazy.
We weren't listening to music. The only thing is we had the TV on in the background. But you see people doing the craziest stuff
I saw
on Instagram.
I forget who it was, a rapper that had like an after party, and I was shocked at the things that I was seeing on this Instagram live story. Or it wasn't Instagram live, but it was an Insta story.
And you sure was a rapper, wasn't Taylor Swift or anything?
No,
you know sometimes you don't get it right.
It wasn't Taylor Swift. And it was actually, I think I made Ani watch it too. And there were strippers there and they were dancing and girls were like performing on each other. And I was
made Ani watch it? Damn.
Yes, I did. Do you remember this?
What the F is that about?
So I'm trying to listen to see where the story's going.
No, and I'm just saying that I was shocked at what I was watching on this Insta story and how it didn't get flagged, it didn't get taken down.
What's his name? The booty. Why can't I say his name? Black Youngsta.
Yes.
Oh, he had the most dirtiest things. It's like a porno, literally. And these girls were completely naked.
And they flagged me for baking cookies with a 9-year-old.
Yes.
That's they left his off for 24
We didn't even get
hours.
past the melted butter.
Oh, that's whack.
You know what I'm saying? Didn't even get past the melted butter, Jack. So,
no. So some of the things.
So now I'm 50. He just putting up like black screen.
Black screen. Well,
He's on a blackout right now.
His last post says, "I'm leaving IG. I'm going back to Twitter. They take down my ish off my page page without notifying me. Hashtag censor these nuts."
Right.
And then he's like has a glass of wine.
Damn.
He's like kind of toasting. And then after that, 6 photos as of now, just black screen, like nothing.
I got some friends who follow some guy named he's called. I don't know if you guys have heard him. He just goes to clubs and gets paid to show up to clubs, and he just pours a bunch of champagne on like half naked women. That's all he does. That's
Man,
his thing.
make sure we
There.
bleep that name. I don't
Yeah.
even want to promote
And
that.
even all that,
Something
I'm
for
sitting there like, how is this even acceptable to be on there? Like, how do they not flag this guy and he has 1 million followers? How do they not
Man,
flag
make
this
sure
guy?
that name don't get
Yeah,
out there,
man.
fam. Yeah,
Like,
I don't even
dude,
want to
so much people get away with crazy stuff.
Yeah, man, and I can't bake.
You can't bake cookies.
I already said that. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just bringing it back to me.
insane.
All righty, man. Well, you know what? We got Tony Rock coming into the neighborhood, man.
Nice.
So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, man. Thank you for hanging out with
Thank
us
you.
after the show. Remember, you can find all things Big Boy's Neighborhood at radiobigboy.com. Thank you for hanging out with us
you.
after the show. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your life. Big Boy's
Big
Neighborhood.
Boy.